I've been steampunked.
Oh, right in the wallet.
Happy holidays, ladies and gentlemen. I am TheDragon, as always, and welcome to a very special holiday public Steam announcement. I haven't been keeping up with these as much as I'd like to, but especially on these holiday sales, I'm definitely going to try and crank one out every day. As you can see, it is day 2 of the holiday sale. I missed yesterday's, but we've got some good deals here. Only 2 that I can really recommend personally, but still good stuff. Far Cry 3. If you're not familiar with Far Cry 3, then who are you and why are you gaming? I don't really mean that. Far Cry 3 it certainly isn't for everybody. However, it is supposed to be a very good game. I personally have not played it, probably because my computer would shit all over my face were I to try and launch it. And by shit all over my face, I mean explode and embed pieces of computer bits into my face. But Far Cry 3 is an open-world, first-person shooter set on an island unlike any other. A place where heavily armed warlords traffic in slaves, where outsiders are hunted for ransom, and as you embark on a desperate quest to rescue your friends, you realize that the only way to escape this darkness is... It's $7.49 today. That's 75% off of its normal price, and came out about a year ago, so not bad for being on the market for a year, being a very highly rated game. A year later, being $7.50. Omerta, City of Gangsters. I'm not even a little bit familiar with this.
Omerta, City of Gangsters is a simulation game with tactical turn-based combat, taking the role of a fresh-from-the-boat immigrant with dreams of the big life. The player will work his way up the criminal hierarchy of 1920s Atlantic City.
All right, fair enough. So it's strategy sim. Seems interesting. If that's up your alley, it's $9.99, 75% off. Fez is one that I cannot recommend enough. It is one of the most wonderful games to come out in recent memory, and we recently posted a Steam Drunked +1 episode where Matt Holman and I play through that. So definitely check that out. Though, I assure you all graphical glitches in that video were a result of my capture software and not a problem with the game itself. Fez.
Gomez is a 2D creature living in a 2D world. Or is he? When the existence of a mysterious third dimension is revealed to him, Gomez is sent out on a journey that will take him to the very end of time and space. Use your ability to navigate 3D structures from 4 distinct classic 2D perspectives.
Yeah, I mean, it really is a wonderful game. It's $2.49, 75% off, and that gets you a copy on Windows, Mac, and Linux. Train Simulator 2014. Oh, what can I say about Train Simulator 2014? Yeah. Yep. It's a train simulator. I can tell you that it's $9.89, which is 82% off of its normal price, and I can tell you
Train Simulator 2014 delivers everything you love about trains with the exhilaration of speed, stunning graphics, a variety of trains, real-world routes, and challenging assignments.
Yeah, not my thing, but yeah, I didn't have train sets when I was a kid or anything either, so hey, if it's up your alley, it's only $9.89. Crysis 2, another game that you should be aware of. $7.49 today, and that one is a little bit older.
Aliens are decimating New York City. Only you have the technology to survive. Adapt in real time using the unique Nanosuit 2 stealth, armor, and power abilities. Then tackle the alien menace in ways a regular soldier could only dream of.
Yeah. Enrapturing. I played some Crysis. I played the first one. I have Crysis 2, but I don't think I played it. Once again, victim to a Steam sale. Total War Shogun 2. I've never played any of the Total War games. I know that they're supposed to be pretty good, but it's just not a genre I really get into, I don't think. It is $7.49 today, 75% off. And come on, pop up the little thingy. Why you no pop up the little thingy? Okay, moving right along, I suppose. Final Fantasy VII is the other one that I can really, really recommend because I'm a huge Final Fantasy VII fan. I have Cloud in the Kingdom Hearts art style tattooed on my leg. I mean, really, Final Fantasy VII is the game that got me into RPGs at all. It was a really important game to me. Granted, it came out in 1997, and it was a very, very defining game for me at the time. $4.03, 66% off of its normal price tag. If you haven't played it, buy it. If you have played it on several other platforms, then still buy it. Because why not have it on PC? It's yeah, PC's just better. And the description.
In Midgar, a city controlled by the mega conglomerate Shinra Inc., the #1 Mako reactor has been blown up by a rebel group, Avalanche. Avalanche was secretly formed to wage a rebellion against Shinra Inc. Very, very truncated description there, but yeah, you get the gist. Chivalry Medieval Warfare is one that I believe I've seen some other YouTubers playing in some promotional thing. I believe, I'm not sure, I could be totally mistaken. It could be something else, but I think it's this. It's only $6.24 with a focus on multiplayer gameplay.
Besiege castles and raid villages in chivalry.
I almost called it Chivalry Modern Warfare.
Besiege castles and raid villages in Chivalry Medieval Warfare, a fast-paced medieval FPS slasher with a multiplayer online focus. Chivalry Medieval Warfare is a first-person slasher with a focus on multiplayer. Redundancy is redundant.
So if it is the game that I'm thinking it is, it looked entertaining anyway. And Nether, this one I have been watching Markiplier play through, and it seems, I don't know, these survival games really appear to me to be, you're either a dick, like, or you're playing with dicks, like everyone's an asshole to each other, and you're trying to survive, and I think it does the whole permadeath thing, which, yeah, I don't know, it just makes dickishness this pervasive element while people are also trying to get away from creatures. I don't know, like, I'd give it a try, but I'm not sure how I feel about that genre. I know people sing the praises of DayZ. That's another one that I haven't played. Yeah, I just don't know how I feel about these. Mostly because I just don't like playing games with a bunch of assholes. But Nether.
Nether is a first-person urban survival gaming experience unlike any other.
Nether forces players to make quick, life-saving decisions in an unforgiving environment. In this post-apocalyptic urban world, death is waiting around every corner, at the top of high-rise buildings, and in the grasp of...
Yeah, I'm not going to click through and read the rest. And flash sales. Flash sales, let's see, there's only about 3 hours remaining on these flash sales, but Music Creator, oh yeah, Nether is $11.99, as you can see there, 40% off of its normal price. Also, I believe that's an early access title. Moving right along, the flash sales, Music Creator, this is something that I thought about picking up. Being a musician, it seems interesting, and I'd like to give it a try. It's still $16.99. It's not a bad price for that type of software. Yeah, 66% off. I don't know. Divinity Dragon Commander is one I've never heard of, but it's 50% off, $19.99 for the next 3 hours.
You are the Dragon Commander. Your mission, it is to reunite a broken empire and become the new emperor. Success depends entirely on your ability to efficiently rule your empire, build invincible armies, and lead them to victory.
Interesting. Project Zomboid. Only 25% off of this title. $11.24. I believe this as well is an early access title. Project Zomboid is an open-ended zombie-infested sandbox. It asks one simple question. How will you die? In the towns of Muldrug... I'm guessing this is probably a British developer. And West Point, survivors must loot houses, build defenses, and do their utmost to delay their inevitable death day by day. Seems interesting. $11.24. I mean... I know it's early access and everything, but I would hope for greater than a 25% discount. And, of course, the prolific EVE Online. EVE Online... Ooh, excuse me, I burped there a little bit. EVE Online has been around for quite some time and is an interesting MMO, to say the least. You really... risk real-world fund loss with EVE Online. And, I mean, what's cool is the time that you put into it, you can end up essentially paying for your subscription with in-game funds. But, yeah, it's... I don't know. I have very little patience for MMOs, and so I just... I've played World of Warcraft several times now, and just play to a certain point, and then I just kind of get bored and play something else. EVE Online is $1.98. That's 90% off of its normal price tag, though I do believe it still has a monthly fee. Someone comment and correct me if I am wrong, and I will annotate this video to reflect as much, but yeah. It's
Explore, build, conquer. EVE Online immerses you in a sci-fi experience where your every action can have rippling effects across a massive online universe. Team with and compete against over 500,000 players in epic starship battles or wage economic warfare on the galactic player-controlled market.
So yeah, that pretty much sums it up. And then there's the community choice stuff. We've got Hard Reset, which actually looks kind of neat, but it's a single-player, first-person. I know that, especially when it comes to first-person shooters, single-player is not the most popular. It's $2.24 for the next 2 hours and 50 minutes. And it's an indie title, which is surprising because it really doesn't look... I mean, it looks gorgeous. And that's not to say that indie titles aren't capable of looking gorgeous, just that, you know... they're usually working with smaller teams, and so it takes a lot more. Let's see.
In the only remaining human city of Bezoar, Major Fletcher, an army combat veteran and soldier of the CLN, is dragged into a conflict between two of mankind's greatest enemies. He is to discover that nothing is what it seems to be. Hard Reset is an action-packed single-player shooter for the PC.
So, yeah, there's that. And I voted for Goddess, because Goddess is pretty neat. Of course, so is Castle Story, and so is Risk of Rain. I will be doing some episodes of Risk of Rain very soon. And then, of course, there were yesterday's deals, but we are focusing on today's, and I will do another one of these tomorrow. So, happy holidays, and we'll see you next time.